are at it again. So today yesterday, this is part 2. Yesterday we, what did we do, Julian? I picked 4 different saints for him to learn about, and because he is trying to complete his confirmation, and so picked out of the 4 that I picked for him, he picked Paul. And so yesterday I just did a little brief overview, gave him an idea of, and gave him information so that way he could pick something he'd be interested in, and then, or something that he more relates to. And he picked Paul. So today we're going to go more in depth about Paul, and then we're going to attempt to finish this confirmation. And it's going to be interesting because Julian has never done paragraphs before. I only get little small sentences or phrases, so we're going to do whole paragraphs today. And so it's going to be a challenge, but I am very excited. Today is April 2nd of 2019. You hear that, Julian? So we're going to watch this video, and I'm going to ask you questions based off of it, and then we'll go from there. So we have our word and then action. All right, here we go. Okay, ready? Eyes up here. There we go, and watch.
Story, Paul. So part of God's story is about a man named Paul, and it begins like this. Paul was born in a city called Tarsus. Back then, being born in Tarsus was about as cool as being born in an amusement park. So Paul thought he was cooler than other people, especially the ones who were following Jesus. Paul turned into a real bully. He found ways to get people who were following Jesus thrown in jail, beat up, and even killed. One day, Jesus yelled from the sky, "Paul, Paul, why are you acting this way?" Then Jesus shined a really bright light, brighter than the sun, right into Paul's eyes. Paul couldn't see anything for 3 days. Kids, never look straight at the sun. Remember what happened to Paul. After Paul could see again, he decided to listen to God. And not just listen. Paul decided to spend his whole life telling people about God and God's son Jesus. Paul knew if he was going to tell people about God, he better get to know God. Paul found different ways to get to know God. Sometimes he fasted, which is when you skip a meal or many meals, and spend time praying to God instead. Other times, he snuck off alone so he could sit and listen to God. Paul said getting to know God was like training to run a big race. Sometimes training for a race takes work, especially if you want to win. Just like it can sometimes take hard work to fast or sit quietly and listen to God. But for Paul, knowing God was way better than winning first place, even if the prize is $1 billion. Once Paul knew God, he was so excited that he wanted to tell everyone, even people he didn't know. Paul became a missionary. A missionary is a person who goes to new places and tells people about Jesus. And even while he was doing this, Paul was writing lots and lots of letters telling other people about Jesus. Now sometimes, Paul found out that not everybody wanted to hear about God, but he told them about God anyway, just to make sure everybody had a chance to hear. Have you ever tried talking to somebody when they weren't listening to you? The people started getting really mad at Paul when he talked. They threw rocks at him, beat him up, put him in jail, and even tried to get rid of him completely. Guess what Paul did? He said he'd be happy to go to jail, get beat up, even die if it means more people know about Jesus. Well, God was with Paul when he was getting beat up and put in jail. One night, God even sent an earthquake to open the doors of the jail so Paul could be free. But instead of escaping, Paul stayed to tell the prison guard about Jesus. Later on, Paul was sent to a bigger city with a bigger jail. To get there, he had to take a boat. During hurricane season, one of the storms hit Paul's boat and it got shipwrecked. Sorry. So he had to swim all the way to a nearby island. Picture swimming in the North Pole with penguins. That's how cold Paul was. But as soon as he saw there were people living on the island, what do you think he did? Yep, he taught them about Jesus. Paul never stopped telling people about Jesus and how Jesus loves everyone and wants to help them stop doing wrong things and teach them how to know him. He got put in jail at least 4 times, was shipwrecked 3 times, and was even bitten by a poisonous snake. But Paul didn't care what happened. He was so happy knowing God that he just wanted everybody else to know God too. And that's the story of Paul. So in case you missed it, here's the quick version. Paul was a bully who didn't follow God. God blinded him for 3 days. Then Paul believed in God, and he spent time getting to know God. He decided to tell everyone about Jesus. He was willing to have rocks thrown at him, go to jail, get beat up, get shipwrecked, or even die, as long as he could tell people about God.
Yeah, funny.
And that's a part of God's story.
That is a very good video. They really did overview everything nicely. I hope you were listening, because it's like I'm going to go over and kind of quiz you a little bit and kind of share some information with you. So Paul was born in where? Where was that city called? Let's start with the sentence. Yes. Paul, get it? Was born, born in, in where? Yep. Get it? Okay, yep, U, and straight to S. Yeah, so Paul was born in Tarsus, and that was a very nice place to be from. A lot of people from Tarsus had a lot of pride in their city. It was a very nice, popular place. Paul was blank to Christians. So in the beginning, Paul was what to Christians? What was he doing? Yeah. Yep, get it. Yeah, he was mean to Christians. He beat them up. He threw them in jail. He even killed them. Until God came along one day, shined a very bright light into Paul's eyes, spoke to him, to the point where Paul was even blind for 3 days. And from then on out, Paul knew God was real. And from then on out, all he wanted to do was spread the gospel. So how did he get to know God? They named 2 things that Paul would do on the regular for him to get closer to God and know him and build a relationship with him. What was one of the first things? Straight to it. Okay, yes. Good job. Yeah. Fasting. Fasting was one of them. And what else? He would what? Straight to it. Which one? Yeah, good job. Tal. Yeah, he would talk to God, right? He would pray and he would fast and he would just get to know God by building that relationship with him. And Paul became a missionary. Spell missionary for me. Yes, M-I-S-S-I-O-N, get it, A-R, straight to it. Yeah, Y. So Paul was a missionary. And what did Paul do? So what is a missionary? So a missionary is S-O-M-E-O, straight to it, and someone what is a missionary? It's someone, okay, W-H, okay, someone who walks, gotta go straight to it, buddy, accuracy, walks at, okay, someone who, we're getting stuck here. So a missionary is someone who walks someone who walks, what's the next word? A, straight to it, which one? R, O, okay, U, N, straight to it, yeah, D, someone who walks around. A, and get it. A, N, okay, and T, A, straight to it. L, talks, good, straight to it. A, B, O, get it. U, and talks about what? Straight to it. There you go. J, E, S, U, straight to it. Yeah, someone who walks around and talks about Jesus. It's a good one. So, while walking around talking about Jesus, spreading the gospel, Paul was sent to where? Where was he sent to? Straight to it. Okay, J, A. Yeah, he was sent to jail. For what? What was he sent to jail for? P-R-E-C. Wow, okay. Preaching. Preaching. Okay. Preaching the what? What would he preach? Yeah, G O S, straight to it. P, quit that corner. E, yeah. Preaching the gospel. And even though he was sent to jail, he was shipwrecked, he was made fun of, tortured, all that horrible things. Paul never stopped what? T A L K, okay, I N, talking, A B O, get it, U, straight to it. Talking about what? Who? G O. Yeah, Paul never stopped talking about God. You are right. And so, what is your name? I'm just kidding. I know your name's silly. So your name is Julian Barker. And the saint chosen is Saint Paul. And so now we are going to work on this paragraph together. I'm going to help kind of construct it for you as to what to write, but this is going to be all you and all your thoughts. I'm just going to give you little pinpoints on which directions you should be taking. And so we are going to give a brief explanation of your saint's life. So let's start. If we're going to explain Paul's life, we're going to start from when he was born all the way till, not necessarily when he died, but when the moral of the story ends, right? So Paul was born where? Say that. Spell that for me. P-A-U-L. Paul was born. Yeah, Paul was born in, get it, straight to it. Yeah, Paul was born in T-A, straight to it, R-S-U-S, yeah. Paul was born in Tarsus. talk about what did he do for work? What did he? Now let's talk about Paul and what he did at the beginning. So what happened? He sit back. There you go. This hand sit here. There we go. Okay, W. Okay. He worked. Okay. Straight to it, buddy. Okay, for the. Who did he work for? Okay, yes. He worked for the. Okay. So he worked for the Romans, he said. What's next? Can't tell what you're trying to say here. So he worked for the Romans. Did you want to do a period or you want to finish it? Okay. So not a period yet. He worked for the Romans. Okay, which one? Okay, A. Okay, and straight to it. And what would he do? Yeah, okay, W. Which one? Okay, he would be. Okay, slow down. Start from the beginning. I think I know what you're trying to spell, but you're being a little choppy here. Okay, H. Straight to it. HB doesn't make sense. H. What's next? No, that doesn't make sense. Which one? H. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, H. Okay, beautiful, nice and slow. Yes, and he would be hateful. Finish your sentence. To yeah, you're right. He would be hateful to Christians. Then what happened? Then what? Okay. He not do that. Straight to it. Okay, A, N, any, okay, M, O, okay. Yeah, and he did not do that anymore. Then he did not do that anymore. Okay. He didn't do it anymore. He wasn't hateful to the Christians. Can you tell me why? Can you start with because? B, E, C, A, U, straight to it. Okay, S. Because Which one? Which one? Okay. Okay. He do that anymore. Okay, and he then said because he loved God. So what did Paul, now let's talk about what he started to do with his life. So now start off with what did Paul do with his life? What did he do? So say so, explain that to me. S, so he would, which one? Okay. Okay. Straight to it. Okay. 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 Straight to it. I know what you're trying to get. Yes. Get it. Accurate, accurate, accurate. Okay, yes. Straight to it. No, don't get, no. Your body, man. I know. You're right there. So, he says, so he would just walk around and do what? What would he do? So he would just walk around? Was that it? Was that all Paul did? What did he do? So he would just walk around, straight to it. Yeah. And okay. Okay. He would walk around and spread what? Straight to it. Spread the... He needs a break. So he would just walk around and spread the... This is a lot for him. He's never this open-ended. Usually it's like straightforward questions. So it's very hard for someone who's never communicated before to automatically just talk on their own without any form of like help or any type of like something structured. So I just let him take breaks when he needs to because there's just a lot that he's pushing through and a lot that he's battling. So he'll come back in just a second. Giuliano! Ready when you are, buddy. You have a good break? You need a little bit more time. Yeah, but you can take another lap if you need to. You're good? Okay. You're doing great. Great, 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 great. All right, take a seat. Yeah. You're doing so good. I am so proud of you. All right. Like, this is insane. So, he would just walk around and spread the what? What was this word that you left us hanging on? What was it? Can you tell me what it is? G-O-S. Straight to it. P-E. Get it, get it, get it, get it. What is it? Nope, those don't make sense. What is the last word? Letter, I meant. Yeah. And spread the gospel. What's to end that? Something I keep forgetting. What? Yeah, period. So he would just walk around. So this is, tell me if you're finished with this or not. So Paul was born in Tarsus. He worked for the Romans, and he would be hateful to Christians. Then he did not do that anymore because he loved God. So he would just walk around and spread the gospel. Does that sound good to you, or do you have more to say? Say good, spell good, or more. Okay, M-O, All right, he's got more to add on to this. So he would just walk around and spread the gospel. What else do you want to add on to that? Okay, okay, straight to it, W. Okay, he was, J, he was just, good job, buddy. Oh. Okay, good, yep, good job. Aww. He wanted to say he was just incredible. I get teary-eyed when I see these kids work. Ugh, good job. That was really good. Now are you finished? Are you good, or is there more to say? Okay, good. All right. So, describe why you chose this particular saint. I know this is going to be difficult, but I need you to express yourself just a little bit. I want you to start off by saying, I chose Paul because. So let's start off with that, and we'll get in the flow of things, and we'll go from there. And I want to hear your thoughts, okay? So ready, go. I chose Paul, nice and slow. I-C-H-O-O. Get it. S. I chose B. Straight to it. A. I chose, get it. Yeah, I chose Paul. B-E-C-A, get it, U-S. I chose Paul because, straight to it. Okay, H, E, okay, okay. Is that the end to it? If it's at the end, you gotta do a period. Okay. First sentence was, I choose, he said. He didn't spell chose, he spelled choose. I choose Paul because he inspires me. Can you talk about what he inspires you to do? Straight to it. I know, it's hard. Yep, kidding. I know, it's okay. He, I-N-S. Straight to it. R. Yeah, he inspires me. Get it. T-O. To. Which one? Okay, you keep going back. Which one is it? Okay, so to. Alright. Good. He inspires me to never. Get it. Stop. Which one? To never stop. Think about it. Alright, now go. To never stop. Okay, you need to respell it. Okay. So N-V-A-V-E, to never, slow, S-T, to never stop what? To never stop. Okay, I see it now. Yeah. To never stop moving. Okay. Yeah. So he says he inspires me to never stop moving forward. What do you want to move forward in? That's a good one. And then finish off with what you want to move forward in. Say, I want to move forward in what? I want to move, M-O, okay, V, to move, okay, straight to it, get it, F, O, R, E, W, okay, A, okay, I want to move forward in what? Okay, my, which one? Okay, R, E, L, A, T, straight to it, I, O, N, S, H, I, over, yeah. I want to move forward. I want to move forward in my relationship. What's next? Okay, W, I, G, with who? G, O, T. Good job today. In my relationship with God. You're all done. You really did finish 2 paragraphs today. I've never seen that happen before. You're incredible. I hope you know that. Good job today. Love you, buddy. Oh, and Rosie, come here. Yes, you did a good job too, Rosie. Look at her. All right.